Alright, so I am back, and today we're going to do a rant of the week, and we're going to talk about boredom. Because, my lord, it has been a slow couple months Transformer-wise for me. I mean, just there's nothing coming out that I'm like, oh, I gotta have it. I mean, ever since Masterpiece Megatron, it seems like there's been nothing. That was what, April? Late March, early April. I think I got the video up April 1st, which is kind of funny. Which actually subsequently turned out to be my highest viewed video of all time. I'm not sure if it still is, but the last I checked, of the English reviewers, mine was still had more views than anybody else's. But it's been a couple weeks, so I don't know if that's still the fact. I was amazed, like I topped out like MGO, which I was like, really? But yeah, I mean, I thank you to everybody that liked the video and watched the video, and any new subscribers out there. Typically, I have videos up, 3-4 times a week, but as of the last several months, there just hasn't been any kind of Transformer stuff that I've been like, oh, I gotta get it. I mean, the only new things I've been getting has been Warhammer related, and there's a lot of reviewers out there that do Warhammer, so I don't think my opinion in that group would have necessarily fit in. Not to mention, most of the stuff that I buy has been out for a while. I don't usually, there's not a lot of things that it's like, oh, gotta get the day of, aside from the War Scroll cards. That's a different matter. So yeah, working on a lot of that, painting, modeling. I'm excited for the new paints that are coming out. Nothing from Siege has been coming out. I mean, I know some people have seen the Cybertron Optimus Prime come out. I seen it at Target, but I didn't want it, so I didn't get it. It's just, I don't want it. I mean, that's the problem that I'm in right now. Is like, if I don't want it, I'm not gonna buy it just to review it. I'm not able to do that kind of thing, and I don't have connections with the companies or other people that do buy a lot of other figures, so I don't get a lot of figures in to review. Every now and then I do, but overall I don't. But anyway, so that's what's going on there. Quick thing as I'm thinking of it, because this is going to be a complete jumble fest video, just warn you guys, because I haven't done a video, and I wanted to do a video because I'm so bored. There's nothing out there for me. But anyway, so the last couple of videos had the green flashes. The first one, I believe, was the Megatron, and I had, when I edited the video and put the intro in it, I'd done it at the highest possible quality. And it started doing the green flashes. I don't know if it was on there before, because I don't watch my videos typically after I'm done. I kind of scroll through it real quick. Okay, looks good. Put it up there. And then the next video I did, which was the rant of the week, I think it was another one of those mini talks about the Bumblebee movie. I had done it at a lower quality resolution. It said more for YouTube, and it still did it. So this time I'm going to try not editing the video to see if it was the editing software itself. So there's obviously, by now you would have noticed there's no intro at the beginning of this one. We're just testing it out. So if you guys are watching it and you see the green flashes, please let me know. If it looks clear, please let me know. Anyway, moving on. So anyway, lots of Warhammer stuff. Age of Sigmar. That's what I do. I know some people do. More people do 40K than fantasy, but I'm totally in the fantasy world because I grew up on Lord of the Rings, and while I love me some like Star Trek. I guess I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan at the end of the day. But then again, I've never been a fan of like the first-person shooter games. I'm more, I guess, RPG, even though I don't like the actual format of some RPGs. Like most of the Final Fantasies, I never really got into those. Just the whole like stop the fight, pick what you're gonna do, you do it, and then they do their attack against you. I was more like Legend of Zelda, let's go. But anyway, yeah, lots of that stuff. If you guys are interested in me doing some reviews on that, if I get new stuff, I can do it. If you want me to, they're just long and tedious, and I just don't know if that's something you guys would enjoy seeing. Let's see, what else has been going on lately? You know, working a lot, but that's nothing new. Nothing like I used to. They won't let me go over 40 hours a week anymore, which is awesome. If you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you know my issue with my job in the past has been like, oh my god, it's been an 80-hour work week, and just like I haven't had a day out. It's just like I'm working a lot, but it's smaller hours, and so that's good, I guess. Work overnight, so I work on some models while I'm there, so that's nice too. You know, get some hobbying in. Let's see. Watched Endgame. That was incredible. I was going to do a review on it, but it's like everybody else put their 2 cents in, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in me doing the review on Endgame. If it is, let me know below. That's what this video is partially, is just me throwing out ideas. If you guys are interested in it, you know, let me know. And if there's enough interest, like, you know, in the Megatron, I asked, you know, if you guys wanted me to do a review of him going from robot to dino mode, and like 2 people said they would be interested in it, and just it wasn't enough to really do it. So, but anyway, yeah, if you guys are interested in a review of Endgame, although I'm sure everybody's reviewed it by now, my quick review of it, I think it's the best comic book movie ever made. I also kind of think of Infinity War and Endgame as one movie, so it's like that together, I think, is the best comic book movie ever made now, in my opinion. I know a lot of people still love The Dark Knight, but that's actually kind of fallen out of my favor a long time ago. I mean, I still like the movie, but it's just like, it's not as much fun as a lot of the new Marvel movies have been. The fact that the series is over just kind of kills it for me too. It's just like, it's just, I am in for the world building, I think, now. And Marvel has done such a good job with their world building. It's like what DC used to do with their animation. Like, they did such a good job building it up, and then they're like, oh, we're done with it. It's like, why? It was so good. Why would you just... Anyway, I mean, I was totally in for it. Because it was Batman, Superman, Static Shock, Justice League Limited, Batman Beyond. Technically, the Teen Titans weren't a part of that, but I like to think that it is, and you can kind of see how it fits if you use a little liberty in there. Not Teen Titans Go, but the old Teen Titans. But anyway, there I am rambling again. But yeah, Endgame, incredible, blew my mind. I thought it was awesome. You know, I had some issues with it at first, but once I sat down and mulled it over, I was like, okay, I understand it now. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, perfect. Or as close to perfect as a comic book movie can get. I mean, it's still no Lord of the Rings, but it's still pretty good. Game of Thrones ended. I don't want to go into a big tangent or spoiler on this, but I've never been the biggest fan of Game of Thrones. My old roommate, he tried to get me into it, and he's like, "Oh, it's so awesome! It's got tits and ass, tits and ass." I'm like, dude, if you're watching a show for tits and ass, just watch porn. I mean, you don't have to sit through all the droning to get to it. But I mean, I never was the biggest fan of it. My girlfriend got me back into it actually only a couple years ago, and I binge watched like almost the whole series, like 1 through 6, all in one sitting. That's when I really started watching. Was after the season 6 was on DVD, and I was able to binge watch the whole thing. And by the end of it, I was like, well, okay, this isn't bad. But by the end of 7, I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. This isn't very good anymore. And then season 8, and it was. So I mean, I'm not as disappointed as my girlfriend is, or a lot of other people I know are, because I never had that much hope of a great ending for the show. So my expectations were really low. So when it, came out and it was not that great, it was kind of about in line with what I was expecting. So I was like, well, okay, whatever. Moving on. But yeah, if you guys want me to do a full Game of Thrones spoiler review, let me know. I'll do it. I mean, I've got nothing else to do. Let's see, what else to talk about? One of my friends has been asking me to do reviews of older figures, older Chug figures in particular, like, say, him, Powerglide. Like re-review the figure and with Chug figures that I think work with the Siege line, which I kind of already did a brief video on that a while back when Siege first came out. If that's something that interests you guys, let me know, because I can do it. It just doesn't. I just don't see it gathering enough views. I mean, because it'd be like, re-review of Powerglide, and we're talking a figure that came out. Let's see, what's the date on this guy? Is there a date stamp? I'm not seeing a date stamp. But here somewhere. Well, anyway, it's a figure that came out back in Combiner Wars, right? Or was it Generations? Has it been that long? No, it was Combiner Wars. I'm pretty sure. There it is, 2015. So it's 4 years old now, and it's like, would you guys really want me to watch me review stuff that old? And some third-party Chug figures that might still work. And it's just like, ultimately, it's just like, I don't mind doing it. I almost did it after he requested it, but it was more of a, like, I just don't think I'd get enough views on it. So if that's something you guys are, interested in, let me know. And if I get enough comments, then, yeah, maybe I will. And then, let's see, another one of my friends wanted me to do a rant on the new Black Arachnia that's coming out. I think she looks good. I think the spider mode doesn't look very good at all. But at the same time, I also didn't think the Dinobot Raptor mode looked good. I didn't think Cheetor's Cheetah mode looked good. And the Megatron's Dino mode, I didn't think any of those looked good from the promo shots. Once I had it in hand, though, I was blown away by how awesome it looked. So while I'm not sold on the spider mode, I'm already sold on. I'm already gonna buy it. There's no question there. I mean, I think we all know I'm gonna do it. And it's just gonna sit in robot mode anyway. But I mean, I'm eagerly anticipating the spider. I think he was more going off of like the price, $150 for the figure. And it's one of those like, I mean, come on, this is where we live in now. I mean, how much was the Bumblebee? It's the new Bumblebee. Isn't he over $100 too? 120 or something like that for the mini car. Optimus Prime is $400. The Megatron was near $400. It just, or was he over $400? I can't remember now. But it's just one of those, like, as Skullface said, if it's worth it to you, then it's a good price. If you don't want it, if you're not gonna buy it, it's priced you out, then it's not worth it to you anymore. And that's kind of where I'm at. It's just, I'm going to buy them. Masterpiece Beast Wars figures, you consider me sold. I'm debating on getting the knockoff of the Dinobot. I think that was only $80. I'm debating it. I haven't decided yet. Because there's that part of me that wants to display them all in Dino or in Beast modes, because the Beast modes were such a big part of the character. But I don't know. But yeah, ultimately I'm gonna buy it. I think the price is gonna be fine, because I mean, a lot of times people say, it's the parts count, and if you look at the tiny little spider with all the little legs and stuff like that, it's gonna have a lot of parts. So yeah, there's my thoughts on that. Let's see what else. I don't really have anything else. I mean, I guess this could be a good time if you guys got any viewer questions to ask me, and I can do a video on that. So maybe we can get a few videos out of this. If you got any questions, post below. But overall, I mean, I'm still here. I'm waiting for new Transformers to come out. The Studio series. I saw a bunch of new figures at my Walmart yesterday. I was looking at them and I'm like, because they're like characters that weren't in any movies. I can't even remember the thing's name. It's like TS something. I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird name that's like, and it's like, I don't remember this thing. And then I think Dropkick was there, but it was one of those like, oh, we can't do triple changes, so it's just gonna be the robot to the car. And I was like, good job, guys. Love how you just cop out like that. And it's just like I'm so over the Bay movies that it's just like, I'm done. It just those toys don't look good to me. There's a whole slew of Siege figures there, but they're all the ones I have. It's like, if I want to get another Prowl, I guess I could, but I don't really need another Prowl. They had Starscream the other day and Soundwave, but again, I got them, so I don't need them. Yeah, I just did order from TF Direct the box of MP cassettes. KO that they're going to be shipping, I guess, near the end of May. And I've been using my cassettes in my Siege line, but I lost the Ravage, and I got these from Skullface. I think they were his daughters, because they were kind of chewed up a bit to begin with. Which was fine at the time, but now it's like, because at the time I just wanted the Soundwave, and then I sold the Soundwave because I got out of the MP collections, and then I was like, hey, these guys kind of work. So anyway, gonna replace them. I'll review the set when I get it in, because why not? But I probably will just do it as one video and not bother with breaking it down like, oh, this is the KO Ravage from this set. I'll just do a whole one video, because I mean, we've all seen the MP cassettes transformed already, so it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, I got nothing else for you. So if you guys got questions, let me know. If you've got If you would like to see me do some reviews on some older figures, if you want me to do a video on my thoughts of Game of Thrones and in its entirety, because it's like once that floodgates open, it's gonna go for a little while. Or if you want me to do a review on Endgame, I can do that. If you want me to do a video of me just staring here, yeah, I can do that. I can do that for a while, just staring at you. But I probably would just pause the video so that you guys think that I'm just, just not moving for a while. But anyway, that would be kind of funny. Maybe I'll do that in one of my videos. Get it so that it pauses right on one of my ums, because I notice that pisses some people off that I say a lot. So get pause so it's like and just like keep going, and then oh yeah. My train of thought derailed about 10 minutes ago. So, but yeah, if you guys want to see anything else from the channel, I can see about doing that. I can do, like I said, reviews on models. Eventually, I don't have any right now that I haven't put together and partially painted. So, but if I do, I can do that if you guys want me to. But I mean, I don't know if you guys would really want it. So, yeah, I guess that's really all there is. So I will let you guys get back to your day. I hope everything's going good for you guys. I don't know why I said that. I never ask how your day's going. I don't know most of you. Anyway, but yeah, comment below whatever you want. We'll just kind of play it by ear, and hopefully some new Siege figures will be coming out soon, or hopefully something will come out that I'm interested in. I can't afford doing. I mean, just kind of beat the dead horse here. It's just I can't afford to just be like, oh, I'm gonna buy the Fans Toys Motormaster, even though I'm not a fan of Fans Toys, and I'm not going to collect MP scaled figures, and I think its scaling is off. I'm not gonna buy it just to review it, and the giveaways failed. It's like for a while there they were doing good, but after a while they just stopped. That I think it's almost been a year since the last successful giveaway. Might have been the MMC Sphinx, the Skylinks, their first set. I think that was the last one that actually went through, but yeah, it just didn't work anymore. I mean, it worked for a while, but I think there's other people doing it, so I'll let them do it, and it's fine with me because it was a little bit of work, kind of tedious. But yeah, other than that, I guess that's it, and we'll just move on.